America's lost its fucking mind, guys. They don't know what they're doing. People in Europe are probably like, what in the fuck is happening over here? And this is not just about Trump winning. I mean, we had two shit candidates, Trump, Clinton. We got Trump running the show. America first. What the hell is that all about? Sorry, rest of the world. Fuck you guys, right? So, I think that there's a lot of hate going on right now from both sides. Got the whole liberal tears thing, everyone's screaming, yelling. Painful Existence says it's raining butt-hurt liberal tears all over the USA today, and it's glorious. What is this shit, you guys? Come on, what the fuck? Hey, this is not gonna help anybody, you idiots. Hey, it does feel a little bit different today. There's like there's a miasma of shit and hatred in the air. Do you smell that, Randy? The miasma of shit? It's gonna get out of hand on both sides. And the main thing is uncertainty right now in America. I'm kind of curious as to what our viewers from other countries think about all this nonsense. You know, America's been kind of driving the school bus earth, if you will. With this whole America First talk, the isolationism, some of the anti-science, anti-environment rhetoric that's going on, I'm kind of wondering if other countries, other nations, I wonder if they're going to start reaching for that wheel and like try to take the wheel out of our hands. NASA, EPA, a lot of the scientific government bodies are probably going to change a little bit. Trump doesn't seem to be much of a science lover. So all the mentions today of climate change were just removed from the WhiteHouse.gov. But right at high noon, they swap everything over. You know, you get Donald Trump's website, but he's not really talking about the whole environmental protection thing. He's planning on changing a lot with the EPA. He really wants to, quote unquote, get the businesses in coal and stuff like that. But the thing is that, guys, he can't stop you. If you guys are a scientist, if you're a fucking scientist, if you're someone, you know, working in technology and stuff like that, he can't stop the people. We're still the people. You guys can still do stuff. So what I want to really make this video for is like right now everyone's going fucking insane. The country's insane. The rest of the world's looking at America going like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But we need to understand that we're all still in this together, regardless of, you know, whether you wanted Donald Trump to win or not. If you did, you're crazy. If you wanted Hillary to win, you're crazy. Everyone's fucking crazy. But we need to understand that we do have the power still. I can go to work. I can make videos again. Just keep doing your thing. And if you're into science, keep doing your thing. If you're into renewables, keep doing it. He can't stop you. Renewables are going to take over because they make sense. It's pretty much all this video is about. Just a little bit of encouragement for you guys out there while the rest of the world and the rest of America just fucking goes insane, slings mud at each other, calls each other names, and all that shit. We're in this together. Keep doing computer stuff. Keep doing science stuff. Does anyone really want Donald Trump? Can you seriously tell me that out of everyone in the USA, Donald Trump is the best person for the job? No, of course not. He screws people over on jobs constantly. He's the ultimate narcissist. Look at this guy. I mean, this is all live footage, obviously, but he's the ultimate narcissist, and we have a society right now that really encourages narcissism. In fact, if you want to get ahead, you almost have to be a narcissist. You have to promote yourself. It's all about social media, self-promoting, and short attention spans. And there's also a little principle I want to talk to you guys about called blowback. Now, I heard sort of the like woo-woo idea of this is that, you know, these weird energy waves come and go, and right now there's like a mass insanity energy wave going across the country, and it's making everyone do these crazy things. And then beyond all the woo-woo stuff, you've got the people who are just like, all the people that are protesting, they're just whining crybabies. Imagine you go to a football team and then the audience for the losing team charges the field and protests the score. You can't. You lost. Deal with it. But I think it's more than that, and I think a lot of this is blowback from some of the actions that have happened over the last several years. Every time you say a joke is hysterical, someone's like, excuse me, the word hysterical actually is a word used to enslave and demean women. You know, I got off an airplane when I first got back to Portland from a trip, and this guy, he gets out and he stretches, he's like, oh man. And right beside him was like the quintessential, just like poster child for Tumblr that all of you guys on the internet and 4chan used to make fun of feminists. And she looks at him and she goes, you mean, oh, woman? But it's this kind of attitude, this sort of, you know, militant, combative attitude when people are not even trying to, you know, be sexist or whatever, when they say things like to their friends, when they say man up and that sort of thing. I know we'd like to erase those terms and everything, but guys, they're not trying to be sexist. They're not trying to attack you, so why are you attacking them? It's creating this blowback. So while I'm saying to a lot of the conservative people and the people who voted for Trump, can you guys chill out with the hatred? Can you guys chill out with the, you know, like xenophobia? Can you guys maybe get some fucking culture, travel a little bit, and understand that we're not the center of the fucking universe. I'm also going to say to the uber liberals, the feminists, and just a lot of people out there being a bit too aggressive with their message. Yeah, it's important. Your message is important. You guys, like the people on the right always call you the special snowflakes and stuff. Yes, you guys are individuals and you deserve to be heard and you deserve to be treated equally. No one's going to, number one, take you seriously when you're being so militant. And see, at the same time, I don't think being completely nice is the way to do it either. Here's where I draw the line. You guys can converse about this in the comments. Whenever it's just like blatant hatred, like black people need to die and be hung, and like Jews need to die as well, and white people, white power, and all that shit. Well, yeah, I come down on that with a fucking baseball bat. That's my opinion. Just like knock that shit out. We don't have any time for that. When it's like inadvertent, or when someone means well, when the person is not actually a racist, or the person is not sexist, but they say something that's a little bit stupid in your opinion, maybe there's a different way to tell them. Maybe you can find a middle ground, or maybe you can just chill the fuck out and stop being so offended. I think a lot of people are just waiting to be offended. Well, you're just going to piss off everybody. So, I mean, really, everyone needs to just take a step back and be like, what the fuck are we doing? Who are we fighting here? We're all fighting amongst ourselves while the people in charge are doing just whatever the fuck they want. And then I think a lot of people were just so sick of it. They saw Trump and they were like, you know what, this is as far from that as possible. That's one theory, okay? Okay, so don't worry, we'll get back to the technology content in a couple days. I'm actually editing something, you guys want to see some factory tour videos right now. But, this is sort of an important time to make sure that we're all still on the same team. And anytime I can stop and say, fuck elitism, I'm going to do that from now on. Elitism, something I've even been a part of. And people love being better than someone else. People love being able to be like, screw you guys. We're smarter, we're better, we won. People love to win. They're always like, we won. In order to win, there has to be a loser. You have to create a loser. If we're just gonna bicker for 4 years and yell for 4 years, we're not gonna get anything done. If you guys wanna start a company, if you guys are working on a project, if you guys have a cool technology idea, if you guys are working with the environment, keep doing your thing. Don't let anybody stop you. Fuck this, I'm getting a cup of coffee somewhere. Yeah, see, these guys knows what's up. See how it is. Even though I've been drinking it, my heart's still in it. And you guys don't even understand. There's not even chicken like this anywhere in the fucking state. Shit's so good. Let's get some of this. What we normally do is you just get your chicken and rice. Seems pricey compared to a lot of things around here, but what do you see how good this is? Oh, yes. Trump is going to get rid of the TPP, but he's also going to be messing around with, environmental protection. He's going to be messing around with, the FCC. And for some of you guys out there who are like, hey, I really think we need to deregulate everything and it's going to be good. And Trump's right. We need to get government out of stuff so that the businesses can do their thing. That's sort of a libertarian viewpoint, and I understand it. Let me put this out there. In a perfect world, that'd be great. They could vote with their dollars. But the problem is that these big businesses, they put a lot of money into politics, and then they're able to come and play on an unlevel playing field. All of a sudden, you can no longer vote with your dollars. GM should have gone out of business. All these banks should have gone fucking under. But the government bailed them all out. So now we've got these businesses that shouldn't be able to existing. And then you got Comcast lobbying local governments like in Tennessee and stuff, saying like, hey, no municipal broadband. We don't want any of that shit. Well, the FCC is able to come in and be like, hey, cut this shit out. But it's still going on a lot. But they're also able to come in and be like, hey, we got to have net neutrality, right? Do you want your internet to be like your cable subscription? It's like, hey, for $50 a month, you can get Facebook, Google, but only some Google services, not actually search on the web, the New York Times, and like 2 other things. Is that what you want? Because some of the people Trump's putting in positions of power, that's the kind of stuff that they want. Net neutrality, who knows what's going to happen with that. So yeah, America's lost its mind. Now let's talk about the hate. We got guys, like politicians, like the guy in Connecticut who just walked up and grabbed a girl's crotch and then was like, hey, you can't do anything because Trump's world. So you got that kind of shit going on. You got people harassing each other on trains. You're going to make fun of each other, and you guys are going to get caught in the same, one side versus the other until the end. What you don't realize is we're all in this together. This is not some kind of fucking school rivalry. This is not North Carolina versus Duke or Kentucky versus Louisville, or this ain't that. They're all just hating hate. But they don't know what they're hating. They're hating Donald Trump because he embodies and empowers the haters. People are coming out like freaking carrying nooses around, wearing KKK uniforms and shit like that. Stuff we haven't seen a lot, and it's getting a lot of, I mean, this stuff exists. It's just getting more media attention now. People are emboldened and empowered. I think they can go out there and do this shit, and I'm not going to tolerate that, and you guys shouldn't tolerate that, but you need to understand that that is what we need to hate. We need to hate intolerance. We cannot tolerate intolerance. That's why we made the shirt. Intolerance will not be tolerated. You guys should fucking buy it because it's awesome. So understand that we're all in this together, and we don't have time to fucking go back to the dark ages. We're all human. So shut the fuck up with your bigotry and all your bullshit. Let's not get distracted by hate. Let's understand what it is we need to stand up for. And all I'm saying is, guys, for fuck's sake, be bigger than this hate.